Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? How are we feeling? How many days are we into Johto? 15 at this point? You're streaming on a Saturday? How nuts is that? 15 days into Johto feels pretty crazy. How are you guys working on your goals? How are you guys doing? My goals today. Today is actually a weird day. We're shaking things up quite a bit. I do want to do some shiny hunting at some point, but I'm probably going to be spending the first hour to 2 hours. Shouldn't be too long in the stream. Probably like a 2-hour stream or something. I want to be spending the first bit focusing on money. Pokeyen is important for every type of player. I need Pokeyen. I have Pokeyen to collect. I have the riches to my spoil, whatever the saying is. I have Pokeyen to collect, and I'm excited for that. I have ability patches in multiple regions to collect that I literally have not done yet. I have sold listings to collect, and I have tons of Pokemon to sell and money to be made. So let's just go ahead and jump into that. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully we're working on our Johto goals together. If you want like a budget special attacking water type for the storyline, Tentacruel is actually kind of a good budget option. Obviously Starmie is really good, like that's the obvious one, but Tentacruel, surprisingly good base stat speed, surprisingly good offensive capabilities. Like 80 special attack is not great for a storyline, but it's definitely usable. You can even go mixed on it with the physicality, and he has really good bulk, like deceptively good bulk. Obviously the defense is pretty low, but like the HP is high enough and the special defense is really high, and the main thing is the speed. Like Tentacruel has a shockingly good base stat speed and typing and good move pull, and like yeah, Tentacruel is like a good budget bulky water or just water type in general for the storylines if you don't want to go for those, because Starmie can be expensive shelling out for all those TMs and such for Ice Beam, Bulk Beam coverage. What's your opinion on adding achievements to the game? I think that some sort of achievement log, similar to old school RuneScape, copying content, easy peasy, is probably one of the better updates we could get to the game. Like one of the most important. Like dungeons, raids, and achievement log. Those three things are all like kind of in the same boat of like giving players late game direction. There is a lot to do in the game, but there's almost no direction. And it's nice when games don't have direction sometimes, because it's nice to kind of do your things, but it's nice to have some. I think like certain games, I think we're kind of just gone from this era. And coming from someone who loves this era of video games where there's no direction, games like Morrowind, where you have to go around and talk to everybody and like truly interact with every single NPC and every single item to like understand where to go or what to do, we're kind of leaving that era, and we kind of just have to adapt, or it's going to hurt the game. So like as much as I think it's interesting and cool and nice to leave the game very open-ended and very sandboxed, I think it's for the embetterment of the game and for the embetterment of the community to bite the bullet and just add those sort of guide rails for people. And I think that's totally okay. It's just you gotta adapt, right? If you're actually correct on that call, German, I'd be very impressed. If you're saying red is back up for me, that'd be really, I didn't even keep track of that. So if you kept track, that'd be wildly impressive. What's the red respawn timer? I believe it's 1 week, right? You can fight them weekly. Dude, the player movement change is so weird. Like imagine playing this game for 10 years and getting used to like that slight delay on movement. Like for me, it just felt normal, right? But like that, but like it's better than, I'm not saying they shouldn't, it's better they make the change, but man, like imagine playing this game for 10 years and having that change happen. It's like, whoa, it just, whew, the feel change is crazy. When is Johto coming out? I think they're just probably not going to release it this year, man. I think they're just really behind on the release schedule. I think Johto is probably not going to happen this year. It'll probably be sometime in 2024. Yeah, I can't do this today, unfortunately, but I super promise soon that coming up, we will do the streamer reward point. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry about that, Arctic. Okay. I'm so behind on streamer reward points, and I promise coming up soon, I will take care of that. I'll do like a whole like 4-hour stream or something, just doing all Twitch reward points where I send you guys the Pokemon you've redeemed and everything. For those who don't know, you can pay 10k channel points on my Twitch chat and like get OT Pokemon of mine, whichever Pokemon you want. Obviously no shinies, obviously no, like just be, you know, you can't get my one Suicune and can, like be sensible. You're like, hey, I want a Patrouski OT Larvitar for the Johto storyline, or whatever Pokemon it may be, like a Patrouski OT Cranidos. I've got a ton of those. I can definitely send you over some of those. I don't mind giving away my OTs. It really just comes down to, I have to date it behind something, because otherwise I just spend all my time setting out OTs as opposed to like playing the game or making content. Kind of the same way with I wanted to make this announcement today, kind of the same way with the way I answer comments / questions. I have a problem where I read my YouTube comments actually way too much, to the point where it's a problem. I'm constantly answering questions. I'm constantly on my phone, on my computer. If I'm at my computer, I'm reading comments and answering questions constantly. I check my comments like every 30 minutes. I am constantly answering every single question that I see in comments. I am going to be stopping doing that. And I think it's for the better. And I think I'm still going to be answering questions. Don't get me wrong. But something that Casey has encouraged me to do, and she's totally correct in this. I am going to be, if someone asked me a question, I'm only going to answer it once or twice, maybe max 3 times if it's asked multiple times in the same video. And then if people ask that same question, it's on them to either Google it, because most questions just can be Googled, or just read the other questions. Like, most of the time when someone asks a question, there's literally a commenter like right below them who asked the same exact question, and they just like didn't scroll down. So if they're not going to take the time to, you know, do a little more research before asking a really simple question in my comments, I'm not going to do my due diligence. And like, you know, I really like going above and beyond and reading every question, answering every comment, and like giving back in that way. But it reaches a point where I'm spending more time answering comments and answering questions than like making video and making content, which is not good. And it just takes too much of a toll on my mental, and takes too much time. So I will be answering less questions, essentially, from here on forward. If you ask a good or in-depth question, I'm always going to answer it. I think that's like a really cool thing. I think focusing on answering good questions and ignoring simple or like quote-unquote bad ones. Like recently someone commented on like stuff like the how to catch Suicune video. Someone commented like, hey, can you only catch Suicune right now? And that's a fair question. I get where they're coming from, but I answered that question in the video, and I also answered it like 3 or 4 or 5 times in the comments. The resources are there to them, and if you aren't going to take them, it's not my responsibility at that point to like go above and beyond and do that. FAQ to be made, but it's not really an FAQ situation. The resources are there for people, and they don't use them. Google is the most powerful tool in the whole wide world. It's something that we should abuse. The amount of times I get questions that if they just entered the exact same thing they typed in my comments into Google, they would get a video of me answering the question. Like, it's just, I have to draw a line somewhere, and prioritize myself, and prioritize not even just myself, but prioritize like my content. Like I'm going to be able to have more mental space, I guess, ability, energy to like make better videos if I just spend less time on comments. So I'm spending way too long explaining this, but that's going to be like a pretty big shift, in my opinion, in my channel moving forward. I think it's a pretty big change. As someone who really likes to talk to every single person in my community, I think I do have to cut back a little bit for the embetterment of my channel. But if we think that I'm ignoring too many comments, we'll address this in the future. So that's my current situation, current channel update. What's the best level to evolve Gloom into Vileplume for PokeMMO? And if you're playing the storyline, I heavily recommend evolving Gloom into Bellossom. Bellossom is so much more powerful than Vileplume in the storyline, as that's just Quiver Dance. It does go neutral grass typing, which is not really as great, but it's honestly decent for like Earthquake and stuff, resistance, or I guess tanking it better, because Poison obviously hits harder. Bellossom is so much better. Just Q-Dance. Q-Dance is so powerful. Q-Dance, Giga Drain. You can go Sludge Bomb TM. You don't have to. You can go Moonlight. Yeah, Bellossom's way better than Vileplume in storylines. If you're going for PvP, that's a more interesting question. Depends on the move pool and when they learn what. I feel cheated a bit joining the PokeMMO after watching your videos, and the community is full of trolls. So many people asking for help in chat, and they only get nasty comments back. I assume you're talking about global chat. Global chat in pretty much any MMO, any game, is like a cesspool. I just really don't recommend using it. You have to, yeah, just make the best decision for you. I'm really sorry to hear that, Yamibi. That stinks. Global chat stinks. A bunch of smelly people in there. Yeah, find a team that is helpful. Find even channel chat can be better, like a smaller community. Like lessen the size of the people you're talking to, and just get some good answers and some solid people. All right, anyways, over to selling Pokemon. Over to those price checks, fellas. I want to make more Pokeyen. We got more money to make. We got money moves to be made. We've got this Alpha Corsola. Now, I don't think Alpha Corsola on its own. It does have Regenerator ability. Does this thing have a base price? Or should I just go for... It doesn't seem like it. I might just go for Egg Group. Corsola having Regenerator is wildly interesting, though. Wait a minute. Before I actually sell this off, Now I'm curious. Before I sell off my Alpha Corsola, should I breed this thing into a comp, or should I just get a different one? This is 3x31. I love the idea of having a Regenerator Corsola comp in NU. Let's go ahead and go over to PvP statistics. NU, Corsola. Let's see. It's got 27% win, only 29 games. Regenerator, Assault Gear. I really, really like the idea of Assault Gear, Regenerator, Corsola. I would love to build a comp for this. Do I have to remake? I have to remake my, I remade my shiny list. I have to remake my comp list, don't I? Comps to make in PokeMMO. I totally forgot that I'm gonna have to fully remake that at some point. That's brutal. But okay. I'm going to just sell this one off and we'll make one later. But that is a good thing to add to the list. I like how Pat makes PvP mons and doesn't actually do any PvP. Dude, I legitimately love and encourage people to collect PvP mons. I really find it super comparable to like collecting, like how many people collect Pokemon TCG cards and don't play? Like I actually know how to play the TCG and I actually have played quite a bit. I used to play Night March a lot. Really powerful, really strong deck, really fun. So fun to pilot. I have a lot of experience in TCGs, but I super respect and I super understand why people collect in TCGs and just don't play. It's fun. Collecting is a fun hobby in itself. And man, collecting PvP mons is super fun. And I feel like a lot of people like have that pragmatic logic brain where it's like, oh, I shouldn't collect or I shouldn't make them if I'm not going to use them. But the logic side of it would actually be like, oh, if it brings me enjoyment to collect, then logically I actually should do it. That's cool. I think it's good to like encourage people to at least try it, you know? Okay, ignore that, mail. Did you guys... It finally fucking happened, dude. This stupid meme, someone brought it to PokeMMO. It's the Small Ants community made this, and we fucking heathens, some dumb heathens, brought it to PokeMMO. Why? Let this shit stay outside of our wholesome video game, okay? God damn it. Teams in PokeMMO are absolutely incredible. I cannot encourage you guys enough. If you're like getting burnt or bored of the game, I really recommend you like joining a team. It really, really remotivates you. I will say, I think it's really important to like have all storylines done before trying to join a team. Most teams are going to require that you have all storylines done. In niche cases, if you're someone who like has maybe like 2 storylines done, but you're like an insane grinder and have like 6 shinies, even though you have like, you know, only very, very few storylines done. Like there are some niche cases, but generally, so having all storylines done is a pretty base requirement to joining a team to sort of enter that late game stage. Now, obviously, since Johto is so new, if you have like most storylines done or most except for Johto, like you still can get into different teams. Or I'm sure there's more casual. There's plenty of more casual teams that'll take any type of player, right, and just sort of trying to build a more social environment. And that's a totally fair thing to want to join as well, and a lot of fun. So, man, teams are just good for every type of player. Dude, I would absolutely love if they added floor numbers to the Pokedex entries. Yeah, bro, that would be like really helpful to understand. Like Delibird just says, Delibird's a really good example. It just says it's like in the ice cave or whatever, right? This motherfucker is on the 4th floor. You have to, it took me so long to find this horde location. You have to go down so many ladders. It just says ice path, but it's literally 4 ladders down. Like, this is insane. I wish there was more info here, like in the Pokedex. Why do people even need hidden ability Tyranitar? Isn't the regular ability way better? Yes, I don't know. To be totally honest, I don't know. It might just be for flex, because there's very few. There's like so few hidden ability Tyranitars in the game, and there's a limited amount. I think that's the real reason. It's not for function. It's the fact that hidden ability Tyranitars are so rare. I might actually keep one of mine, for example, or I might keep my alpha one. This one is worth so much money though, 4x31. I might keep my alpha T-Tar. I probably should. Yes, I'm actually going to keep that. Hilarious. I wasn't planning on that in the video, but I think I'm going to keep that one because you only get one. It's like a very limited thing. However, at any point, I could just go buy alpha T-Tars off the GTL. So I breed them because like with alphas, you can alphas are the only thing in game you can fudge OT for. So if I go buy two Clefairy alphas and breed them, I'll get a Clefairy OT alpha, which is so funny. It's the only thing you can fudge the OT for in game, which is interesting. So completing your alpha Pokedex is actually just like a money thing, but it's still kind of fun and satisfying. I'd love to do this honestly. It'd be a really cool goal at some point. Yeah, I think mushrooms are kind of useless now that the tutors are removed. That's kind of a sad thing. I feel like they're just base price now. Like, mushrooms are now just a sell to shop sort of item, which is really sad because, yo, what's up? Thanks, man. I try to keep stocked up on mushrooms for moves, but now I can't really do that. I'll have to get stocked up on heart scales. Did heart scales go up in price at all? Ooh, that's something I should check. That's kind of scary because they were getting really, really cheap. I'm actually going to buy some. We'll do, how many did I have? Yeah, 92k, sure. Now I'm spending the money that I'm making in this money making video. No! How tough is this glider catch gonna be? I'm kind of worried about it. Do you have to start from up here? Oh no, do you have to do this stupid route? I have done this route so many times now because I had to learn this route here. I had to learn this route for the apricorn. I keep saying berry instead of apricorn. I had to learn this route for the apricorn farming guide. It's such a long... I fought so many trainers, man. It was crazy. I had to fight so many trainers. Everybody's getting stuck because they haven't done this. They haven't farmed their apricorns. And ha. I don't know if it'll be left or right path is the scary thing. Probably left if it's on Route 46. I'll pick my berries while I'm here. Why not? My apricorns. I keep saying it. You have to go from below, go from south. Could have gone from the bottom. Is it actually just on this route from the bottom? I know you literally can't access this location without going from the top. But is the Gligar horde actually from the bottom? God damn it! I could have gone from the easy place. I went from the hard place expecting it to be the difficult location. Cherry Grove. Okay, but I expected the difficult path and I got punished for it. Unfortunate. Yeah, this is way easier. Keck W. This is just here. Wow, dude, I wasted so much time on that. Fuck. I thought it was gonna be something difficult, but it was just easy. It was just too easy for my MMO brain. Unfortunate. Stalling for content. True. That's what it was. Actually true. Okay. Let's do this alpha encounter. Hopefully it's not too tough. We'll see how it goes. This thing probably has Roost, which is inherently gonna make it pretty tough and annoying, but we shall see. Okay, also, everyone who's been saying, I've seen this a lot, everyone who's been saying that Spinda Steel Swap isn't good anymore is out of their goddamn mind. I don't know where they got that information from or what the fuck they're doing wrong. Steel Swap Spinda is really good still. I don't know why this, I think it's because like people are spamming Pokeballs to neg-6 it, and then when it hits -6, it just reverts back to like neutral or positive. Just don't do that, Forehead. just do the Steel Swap, and then like just do the Steel Swap and then just like play the fight as normal. It's still really good. Like, it's so funny that people are like, yeah, the nerf destroyed it. Literally almost nothing was affected. It doesn't actually like matter until you reach -6, which is so unlikely to happen, and you can avoid it with skill. Just don't do that. It's just so funny. Yeah, Alpha Spinda Steel Swap is so good still. Don't get baited. There's a queue right now. Dude, how has Johto been out for 15 days and there's a fucking queue right now to log in? That is nuts. I think it's an insane testament to how fucking popular it is right now. That's crazy. I should have expected Acrobatics to one-shot me there. That was stupid of me. Obviously, Acrobatics gonna one-shot my Bellossom there. Unlucky. Nice. There we go. Gligar caught. Hopefully, we can add this to the shmoney video. 2 times 31. Special attack is not great, but the 25 plus almost this is still pretty good stats. This is still very good. No complaints. 31 speed, 25 plus in a lot of defenses. Just needs attack bred onto it and obviously nature, but that's solid. People need hidden ability Glidars and Glistors. I might actually, this is one of the rare hordes where it's actually probably worth for me to go ahead and catch these guys. I'm gonna have to revive my Bellossom, but I think it's actually worth since hidden ability Glidars are just so desired because Glistor is so good in OU, and you need the hidden ability access on it to make it really powerful, right? With Poison Heal, that's like worth doing this. All right, there's the first Gligar caught. Didn't have hidden ability access, unfortunately, so like nothing really there, but still worth taking the time to do for sure. That actually brings up a really important question / topic to talk about. Getting Kanto done before event season starts is really important. If you don't have Kanto done yet, please go get it done before like mid-September / like early October. Once the anniversary event comes out, it's going to be wildly beneficial to have Kanto done. Once the Halloween event comes out, wildly beneficial to have Kanto done, you know, etc. Kanto is usually like the holiday event season region. Even though you can usually do each holiday event in every region, Kanto is the best one Because a lot of holiday events have like call outs for swarms or certain like random spawns, like when you beat up the kids for their candy and Halloween and stuff. And most people have Kanto done because it's been in the game for the longest amount of time. So Kanto is sort of the region that everybody like does all their call outs in for holiday events. Let's go head back to the PC, heal up, and sell off that Alpha Glider. What do you think of limited cosmetics? They will end soon. Will they go up in price or will they drop? Usually limited cosmetics drop at first and drop for a while. The way that it usually, but it depends. Like the issue with cosmetic, there's no like safe. It's like saying like, hey, what crypto coin should I invest in right now? And it's like no one knows. Anyone who acts like they know the perfect answer to that is full of dog shit. No one really, because they would just do it themselves and become a billionaire. No one really knows the like 100% true answer. Generally, I'd say the pattern that we see is that usually limited items go down for a bit. We look at the giant turtle shell, for example. Like these were all 4 mil at some point. They'll go down, they'll reach a bottom out price, and then after like a year, they'll start to go up, maybe less than that. Like after like 6 to 18 months of going, or 6 to 12 months, maybe 18 months of going down, they'll reach a bottom out price and then slowly, steadily rise. Because if a limited vanity gets desired at all, there's only like a limited amount in the game. Limited vanities really start making you money and really start becoming valuable once players who bought them during that event start quitting, once players who bought them get banned, as they leave the game and as they go into like collectors' hands and people who actually want them hands, there's less supply being resold or just sold in general on the market. So therefore, over time, they slow, like pretty much any limited vanity slowly goes up over time. But it's a matter of buying it at bottom out price, buying it at the right time, and how long you want to hold it, etc., etc. So some Glidars to flip. That's a good question. Is there a gold cap in PokeMMO? Yes, one of my Glidars sold. Nice. You can only have like what, 2.2 bill? I think it's the same as RuneScape. I think it's like 2.2 bill, some specific number, cash, yen. That's a good question. Like what does unnerved Tyranitar even like hit in OU? Like what OU Pokemon use berries? I don't know if any Conkeldurr might use. Nope, not at all actually. Wow. Okay, I don't know if any. Maybe Citrus Berry Volcarona? Nope. People are using lefties. What's like a Lumberry Mon that like is relevant? Dude, yeah, berries are super pushed out of the metagame right now. Hilariously. What might use a berry? I don't know of much, man. I don't know of much. Scrolling down to see. Sometimes Kabuto. Nope. Wow. Yeah, I feel like unnerved T-Tar. I mean, obviously Sandstream is super good, and obviously it's probably better. But I'm looking for something that could be, oh, like a niche situation where unnerved T-Tar could be good. You know, D-Knight. I don't think D-Knight uses any. I don't think there's any berry. Lumberry. So okay, 10%. That's something. 10% is actually relevant. Good call. Good call, chat. Other than that, I don't know how many no mons or berries are super out of the metagame. That is shocking. Yeah, obviously I think it's something we all kind of knew, but I still wanted to look for like a niche. That unnerved T-Tar, obviously worse than Sandstream. I know you're against selling your OT shinies, but hypothetically, what if someone would offer you an offer that you couldn't refuse for Rampardos? I can't imagine like an offer that I couldn't refuse for Rampardos would have to be like 2 bill cash or something. I don't think it's ever realistic. If someone offered me 2 bill cash for Rampardos, I might be willing to take it, because at that point I would just hunt for another one, and then I would just also have enough Pokeyen. Maybe 2.2, or like if someone offered me max cash for my Rampardos, I might take it, because then I could hunt for another one. Like something, I think there are extreme cases for like if I'm set for life on cash, then like maybe that's worth the sellout. But other than that, yeah, like there's no reasonable price. Like it cost me 150 million Pokeyen alone to go for Dragon, or to go for Rampardos, plus 17 months of my time, right? Like it'd have to be an insane price. Yeah, hilariously, I'm actually probably a pretty good person to ask questions about when it comes to competitive Scizor, even though I don't play a whole lot of OU PvP. The reason being, I have studied up so much on Scizor because I hate this Pokemon. Scizor is my most hated Pokemon in PokeMMO. This is a really good piece of advice for people. If you hate something, study the fuck up about it. If you keep getting dicked on by Scizor and you hate that, you've got to, like, I personally run like 2 or 3 Scizor checks in every single OU team. I run Rotom Wash and Magnezone, usually on most of my teams. Scizor is so good. It's such a pain. You need specific answers for it. I hate it. It's my most hated mon. So because of that, you have to make checks, right? If I just sit here and cry about how much I hate Scizor, but then do nothing about how to learn to actually play against it, that's not okay. But if I hate it and I like make a bunch of active choices to actually like play against it, and I know exactly how to counter it, like I've researched so much into countering Scizor. I've ran so many calcs that I'm actually pretty decent at that. Wait, this reminds me, one of the funniest Audino sets, this kind of thing is so funny. One of the funniest Audino sets I've ever seen in NU was someone who ran Double Edge, Choice Band, Regenerator Audino. Because what you do is you force a switch out, essentially. You get a free Double Edge off, and you take the chip damage, and then you just switch out to like heal the chip damage off from Double Edge. It's so stupid. It's not good because like you don't even do that much damage because Audino's base attack is 60, but it's so funny. It's really, really funny. Yeah, that's another strat that I've seen. That strat was actually insane. People would go, that actually seems like strong, but it's so dumb. Magic Guard, Life Orb, Double Edge, Clefable. This shit was so stupid in NU. I'm so glad Clefable's out of NU. This Pokemon is way too good for the tier, hilariously. Magic Guard is just so strong. It's such an insanely good ability. Like, Cosmic Power setup Clefable was so hard to deal with in NU. It was insane. If someone switched in Clefable and started setting up Cosmic Powers, you had to switch in either a close combat. I think close combat Hitmontop didn't actually do enough damage to break it, hilariously. You had to have high jump kick or CC Blaziken. If you didn't have Blaziken and you didn't switch it in turn 1 against Cosmic Power Clefable, you just lost. It was so dumb. Cosmic Power Clefable in NU was insane. There was not enough offensive power in NU to actually break them on. So it would just get insane. If you didn't have Blaziken to switch in turn 1 after 1 Cosmic Power, you just lost. It was so insane. It was so annoying. That is actually true that Drapion and like Absol, like crit mons actually do counter the Clefable strat, but they probably do enough damage through Cosmic Power with the crits. But yeah, Drapion Toxic or like Toxic Spike doesn't do anything because you can't slowly whittle down a Clefable because of Magic Guard with Toxic, which is a huge pain. But yeah, the crit strat would actually work to break through it. That is true. Quick little PSA announcement. If you want to add me on Discord, please have there be a reason to do so. If you just send me a friend request on Discord and I don't know who you are, I'm just gonna deny it. If you want to like talk to me about something, if you have a question, if you like have like a business opportunity, want to collab or whatever, if there's something you actually want to talk to me about, I'm super down to add you. We can have a discussion. But please don't add me just to like add me to like brag about having me on your friends list, because I'm just gonna ignore you and deny you or whatever. It's not really that big of a deal, but I just have to like deny a bunch of Discord friend requests every single day because people just like add me because they want to be my friend, which I really appreciate and understand, but I just can't add everybody. I can't sit down and have discussions with all my viewers, unfortunately. I wouldn't have time to make videos and stuff, but I'm fucking honored, right? It's super appreciated. Will Alpha Kanto starters be still catchable or no? Probably not. Alpha Kanto starters were pretty much confirmed by the devs to be a limited thing during that first anniversary event only. They might add Johto Alpha starters for the 11th anniversary. That's my guess, at least. Okay, I think I do want to start selling off some of these other random alphas that I have, like Alpha Drifblim, or I could use it in a video. The issue is Alpha Drifblim is like a pretty expensive mon base price wise, but mine has 31 attack, which I just don't actually. Do I need that on it? Can it go mixed? Yeah, it actually can. You can like acrobatics and stuff, can't you? Oh man, Drifblim is actually such an interesting Pokemon. I used to meme on it, and then my friend Magic the Blathering. I remember this dude. I used to dick on Drifblim, and my buddy was like, "No, he's actually really good. Play me in Showdown," and he fucking swept me with a Drifblim. I felt so fucking dumb. It was the most humbling experience, man. But that was a good meme. I almost forgot about that. I have this. This is a glitched no OT Cubchoo. I should name it that because otherwise I'll forget. I don't want to accidentally sell this and forget about that. This was a glitched no OT 3x31. That's nuts. Any no OTs, I should probably name them that. I have some of those in my boxes. Those are really rare glitched mons during the was it the Christmas event last year? Do you reckon we're still doing the anniversary event? It's getting close to Halloween at this point. I think we definitely will. The devs actually talked on the forums about like worst case scenario doing the anniversary event like early October, which is really funny that they're willing to like do that. But yeah, I think it definitely will happen. I will say, unfortunately, I think I have to call it here. I'm pretty busy today. My schedule's pretty packed, so shorter stream today, shorter videos. I kind of recorded a lot today. Hopefully it was entertaining content. Hopefully it was helpful content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to let me know by leaving a like on the video and the stream. It helps out tremendously with the algorithm to let me know. If you didn't, feel free to dislike. It's always encouraged. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. I upload every single day, as well as stream usually Monday through Thursday at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's links down below for updates on all my content. If I'm ever not live at a time I should go live, if I ever have to go to the doctor or if I have to dog sit or something comes up where I'm not live, the Discord is a great place to check if I'm having internet issues or something. Other than that, if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, support the streams, YouTube memberships, Twitch streams, Twitch subs, Twitch primes, and PayPal/Venmo donations go a long way. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys are awesome. Have fun playing PokeMMO, and Johto has been a blast. Peace.
Hey, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video. Hopefully it was a positive asset on your day in some way. And thank you to everyone's name who's on this list, who is a massive positive asset to my day every single day. I appreciate you all. Thank you for going above and beyond and allowing me to do what I do.